Hello everybody, Secondhand Dan coming to you from the penny pincher thrift shop land. I have a secondhand antique and collectible store here just east of Pittsburgh, but there's also businesses to the right of me and to the left of me. And there is, depends on whether you're standing looking out or looking in, but I guess if you're looking at my building, the business on the right hand side is a small car lot, used cars. Now, there's only 2 cars out there right now. It's been well over a year since I think they've actually strived to sell cars off that lot. They do have a original location, which is over the river and through the woods. Probably about like 5 miles from here is their original location. And this was their second location that they started, I'm going to say maybe less than 10 years ago. They bought the building next to me. And they were operating for quite a while, selling used cars out of it. But then the son was selling used cars out of it for the father who owns the business. And the son, I guess, just kind of stepped away from it and is doing his own thing. So they really haven't been doing much with it. But the building's gone into a little bit of decay. Like I was saying, if you're looking at my building, on the left side, there's that business over there. And on the right side is this business over here. And they've decided to do some roofing up there. They're up there right now with a gasoline-powered leaf blower. I'm not sure they'd be a crew that I would hire, but I guess they're going to work hard. And I think it's a rubber roof. And do they plan on repairing it or stripping it? I don't see any vehicles. I don't see any trucks, trailers, materials. So not exactly sure what the game plan is here. But let's take a look at it from the upper deck. All right, we're on the upper floor of my business looking out a window here. And they've been going at it with this gasoline-powered leaf blower and a broom, trying to drain all the water and scum. Here's what really caught my eye earlier when I first got up. This guy here thinks he's an alley cat. Look at him walking on that parapet wall. I mean, in sneakers. He is living life literally on the edge. I mean, don't want anything bad to happen to him, but that's crazy. So he was walking back and forth up there, and even pushing a broom from up there. So to me that says shake hands with danger. What do you guys think? Comment below. Is he just being crazy here, or is it just absolutely necessary that he walk on that parapet wall? Which is those old parapet walls. Those are actually like a terracotta half pipe. Terracotta, made of clay. But they've been painted, so I'm sure they're not the best things for traction. So you couldn't get me to do it. But like I said, they've been going out with a leaf blower for a while. There's a drain behind that guy. I don't know why they don't own a squeegee. So they got a leaf blower and a broom. One push broom and one standard looking broom. So, well, we wish them well. This is going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm not sure what the bottom line is here. Is there going to be a repair? Or are they going to replace? Because I'm thinking it's a repair, being that they already have these strips up there. These, looks like some kind of nailing strip. So, well, we'll check back in on them in a little bit. Godspeed, my friends. Be careful up there. Oh, we're recording. Okay. Hey. All right. I thought I'd check up again on that roof working crew. I'm out here behind my building right now. And here's the building next to me. If you can see the building through the forest there. And I have found their work vehicle. Okay, so don't see a lot of roofing materials. So I think they're putting a Band-Aid on this thing. Look at this break here. It's got a bend in it. Okay. All right. Very interesting. So my roof, if you take a look at it, it's in actually two levels here. This lower level, you see, is like an addition. That's my workshop area. At least half of it is. Other half is kind of like storage. I want to expand and turn the whole addition into a workshop. But what you can see, I got a two-level, and about 10 years ago, I paid like $16,000 to have this done. You can see it's just barely lapping over the edge. It's a white PVC roof instead of a black rubber roof. And it's been pretty darn good to me. It used to be very depressing to have it rain and chasing all the leaks inside my building, putting buckets under them, and then, an hour or two later, the leak would move from one side of the room to the other side. So I bit the bullet and had a roof put on it, and it's been pretty good. Up until about a month ago, there was a slight leak, and that was like sad news, bad news. It wasn't a big leak, but it was consistent, a drip, 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 like in two places. And I thought, well, maybe it was blowing up under the flashing or running down the upper wall behind the flashing and across the ceiling into my roof. But it turned out, after getting down on my hands and knees up on this roof, I did find a hole. I mean, it couldn't be much more than a good-sized pencil point of a hole. I suspect that somebody walking through this path heaved a rock up there just for their pleasure, and nothing better to do. Must have heaved a rock up there, and it must have bounced pretty hard and poked a hole in the roof. So I put a piece of duct tape over it, and it's been fine. And we just had, rain since then, not to mention the other day we had like 10 hours of rain and no leak. So I'm glad that I found that leak. I'm going to do a little better than just duct tape. But that was just to see if that was what was the leak. So anyway, back to these guys here. It's been about a half an hour since I checked in on them, and like I say, they were up there with a push broom and a regular broom and a leaf blower. So I don't know why they don't own a wide squeegee and a plastic shovel to get all that scum off the roof, but carry on, guys, carry on. If I had taken possession of that building, I definitely would have had the rubber roof stripped off, those terracotta parapets, caps, I would have had them thrown off, and all the rotten wood replaced, and a PVC roof put on. Well, they're getting creative. Now they're heaving water down to the ground. All right, well, it's been at least a good hour, maybe, checking in with the roof crew here, and they've actually are tearing off the rubber roof. So I didn't see their materials there, what they're replacing it with, but at least they're going to put a fresh roof on it and not just try and find leaks and patch it up. So kudos for that. But interesting. What's all that
I guess all that mulchy stuff is the underneath a rubber roof is a usually like 4x8 sheets of some kind of creosote soaked fiber board. Traditionally they would lay down before putting the rubber roof down. It's because you don't want to put the rubber directly on wood, because you want, I guess, it to have a little bit of give here and there, so it's less likely to get a hole on a pressure point. And plus it's sound deadening and it's insulation. All right, well, carry on, guys, carry on. Alrighty, it looks like the materials, the roof, has arrived here. So it looks green from here, but I'm sure it's just a plastic covering. So looks like it's going to be a rubber roof again. So wish them well with that. Go topside and see what it looks like at this point. Feeling kind of hot and humid right now. I think I'm gonna have to switch to shorts myself. All right, wow, they got their work cut out for them. I guess they're scraping this underlayment off the roof here. You know, if you don't know, rubber roofing makes good tarps. Used sections of rubber roof. I saved a lot of mine. I had a rubber roof on mine. Converted it to PVC. Let me show you what it looks like. There she be. It gets a bit dirty, that's obvious, but I'm sure the black stuff gets dirty too, the rubber roof. You just don't notice it, but I'm actually a bit surprised that with 4 guys that I assume they probably started while I was still sleeping. I didn't notice them until about 8:30, so I figure if they started about 7:30. I'm surprised that they haven't got this roof stripped clean with 4 guys. I guess maybe it's lunchtime. Not sure what the weather coming up is like, but keep your eye on the sky. All right, all right, all right. Here it is about 8 hours later. Roof has been stripped. They put down their bottom board, like about halfway done with putting down that board. So I don't think they're going to get done with this roof today, but the weather's on their side. There is no rain in the forecast for the next couple of days, so progress is being made. Time for a Modelo. Or that's a Corona, my bad. All right. Way to go, guys. Looks nice. Too bad they couldn't just let it air dry before they put down the boards, but maybe it'll air dry between the seams tonight. I don't know if they're going to put the rubber on the roof because the sun is coming down. So they have at least 1 good hour left to go before they have to pull the plug, but all right. Stick to it, guys. All right. It looks like they might be on their final phase for the day. They're putting down a tarp just in case it were to rain, which is good insurance. It's a really large tarp there too, so but it's worth it. I mean, what did the tarp cost you? $60. I'm sure it's not the top of the line tarp, but it's enough for one night. I guess the dilemma now is how to get it over the little furnace stack. Well, I'm going to close this video because it looks like they're closing up for the night. So tell me what you think. This is Secondhand Dan signing off. Bye. Okay. We put the roof to bed for the night. But I would still have to say, with that gap there, is it really tucked in right if it was to rain? Say your prayers. Don't rain.